discussing some issues, the way we was raised, the things we taught. And it kind of come up on what it took to be a man. I know what I was taught. I don't think it was right. It's what I was taught. Growing up, men, I was taught men was not emotional. That's what I was told, but it's not what I was shown. I was shown that men had two emotions they could show: happiness and anger. That's it. You was mellow, you was happy, or you was mad. I never seen a man show his depression. Never seen a man show he was lonely, disappointed, anything like that. It's always either happy or mad. So when you become a man, you put all other feelings aside. You didn't show them. Everything got wrapped up into those two. The next thing I was taught by the men in my life is that sexual conquest made you a man. The more women you could lay with, the more of a man you was. Man worked hard, played hard. But the only thing I take out of that that's worth a hoot is the working hard. The Bible says if a man don't provide for his family, he is denied the faith. It's worse than an infidel, worse than a non-believer. Whether you're Christian or not, that's up to you. I am. But I'll tell you this, even if you're not a Christian, a man who don't provide for his family ain't much of a man. I don't care how many kids you got. I don't care how good of a wife you got or don't got. If you consider them your family, it's your responsibility to take care of them. I've had people I considered mine, no relation, no legal ties at all. But they was mine, and I took responsibility for them, and I made sure, to the best of my ability, they was taken care of. Until the time they decided they didn't want me to. Some of us have ex-wives and children, and I see guys all the time griping about how their ex-wife spends the money they give them. Well, let me let you in on a little secret. Once you give someone money, it ain't none of your business what they do with it. If they want to borrow money from you, it ain't none of your business why. You loan it to them or don't. My advice is don't loan money. Especially if it's someone you know. Don't loan money. Give it to them. Let them have it if you got it. Kind of like gambling. I used to play a lot of poker back in the day, and I gambled a lot. And one of the first lessons I learned is don't gamble with money you won't. Only gamble with money you're ready to let go of. Because it doesn't matter win or lose. You know, there's always a chance you're going to lose it. The aspects of being a man, it's not a certain age you hit. You don't become a man when you hit 18, 21, 25. It's not what makes you a man. I met men that was 15 years old. Then I met boys that was in their 30s. I think the biggest aspect of a man, true manhood, I think they kind of go hand in hand. When you get to the age where you take responsibility for those around you, and you show them love and compassion, you've made it. Until you can do that, you're not a man. Now, some of you be like, well, I ain't got no one. Maybe you're single, no kids, no close family. That's fine. Be responsible for yourself. Take care of yourself. Do what you're supposed to do for you. Be a man. Well, what if you're in a situation where you can't? What if you're disabled? You can't walk. You can't do for yourself. You do the best you can do. You feel you're doing your best and you're reaching that potential and you're doing all you can to make everybody else's life around you a little easier. And you're doing all you can to support yourself. You made it. And I ain't saying that you'll never not fall or never not fail. That's part of life, man. Everybody fails at times. Everybody needs a hand up at times. I remember I moved a house one time, and I was moving. And I moved by myself. Whole house. I could have used a hand. Moved in my entertainment center, got so mad I just broke it into pieces and threw it outside and lit it on fire. There's times we all need a hand. There's times that a job's too big for one person. But overall, we need to learn to stand on our own 2 feet. Now, I'm a Christian. I believe in relying on God for everything. I think to be the best man you can be is to get to where you can depend on God. I didn't know I truly loved people growing up. And my mom was a wonderful woman. She loved unconditionally, but the men in my life wasn't that way. And being a boy, I followed after the men in my life. The men in my life seemed to have conditional love. Everything was predicated on what you did for them, how they felt at the time, how their day was going. If you only love somebody because they do for you, then you don't love them. You love yourself. If you only love somebody that makes you happy, you don't love them. You love yourself. Something I ask young couples all the time is, why do you want to get married? Why do you love them? Something I like to ask people. Why do you love them? And usually the first response is, well, they just make me fill in the blank. I said, so you don't really love them, you love the way they make you feel. You love yourself. You're going to be a man. You got to learn to love your wife like you do your mother or you do your children. If you're any type of human being at all, love for your children's not based on what they do. It's just the fact that they're yours. I have no room for someone who abandons their children. I just don't. You can't be a man and abandon your children. I got a daughter from a previous relationship. work yours up, they need something to drive, I'll loan her my car. Times, you know, she needed more money than what we agreed upon. I had it, I give her the money. I tell her all the time, go do something for you. You know? People's like, well, why do you do that? I said, because she's the mother of my child. And to some degree, my responsibility to help her be the best her she can be. Because if she's the best her she can be, then she'll be the best mom to my daughter she can be. My daughter will always be my responsibility. People used to tell me I gave her too much money. Maybe I did. But it helped her get through some hard times. It's my job to do that. Took that responsibility. To be a man means you sacrifice. You don't make others sacrifice for you, you sacrifice for others. My wife and children will never do without so I can have something. My wife is a stay-at-home mother. She doesn't have a job outside the home. She takes care of life. I take care of finances. People say, well, in today's world, it takes two working. It takes this and it takes that. And I'll say, man, sacrifice. The greatest joy I believe anybody can have is not success in a job. It's not getting a title. Being a parent. I don't care if you're the husband or the wife. I would love to be at home with my children every day, watching them grow, teaching them the things they need to know to grow to be successful adults. But in order for me to spend more time with my family, my wife would have to sacrifice time with the family. It's not my job, my wife's job to make that sacrifice. It's mine. My job to make sure she don't have to. We need more men in this world. Look at the way our nation's going. Look at the way things are going. Look at how much trouble our kids are having. All the issues and all the suicides and all the mass shootings and all that. You can blame whatever you want to blame, but there's only one reason. Lack of men. Lack of men. Kids need a father. They don't need a buddy. They don't need another child. I get sick of all these people. Everything we see where the husband acts like an idiot. Everybody's got to take care of the dad, cater to the dad. That's not a man. It's a man's job to lead his household. And a real man, a real woman will be ready to follow. So if you watch this video, agree, disagree, but I hope you take something away from it. To be a man's not about making the most money. Not about sexual conquest or how much you drink, how much you party, or how hard you work. To be a man is to be responsible. Take responsibility for yourself and those that's in your charge. Wife, children, parents, that are ailing or over a certain age, you know. Anybody in your circle that you hold close to you, take responsibility for that. Do your best to make their life better, make them more prosperous. And love them with an unconditional love. I'm not an emotional guy, and I don't believe in boo-hooing and whining and crying and sharing every feeling I have. Still don't do that. I don't think it's manly. Men, we need to rise above that. If your wife wanted an emotional wreck, she'd marry a woman. Stand up, take care of your business. Find you a good friend you can confide in and trust.